baby, don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.
Yeah, man. It's me, man. We back again, man. It's Mr. Beans. It's the regular sports guys. You got Stony Crook, man. Shout out to Shondo. Shout out to Stacks. Stacks is on the traveling day today. But yeah, man. What's up, man? It's it's the regular sports guy, man. We got episode number 25, man. It's hosted by Team Parlay with us. We're bringing it to you guys again. It's Thursday night before the big game, man. So we're going to give you guys a little bit of some Super Bowl talk, man. We're going to, some game day picks and parlays for y'all, man. So y'all can be ready for come Sunday, man. So y'all have that from the regular sports guys early. You know what I mean? You guys will have y'all board set up or however, Cook got some picks for you guys and some parlays that y'all might like. And we're going to talk about the game again, man. We got the game coming up. I didn't put it in the title, though, but we could talk some NBA trades. I wish Stacks was here right now, man. Some big NBA trades went down lately.
Oh, yeah, within this what he thinks about
days.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, we got some things going on, man, now. Some news out there in the sports right now in the sports world. Celtics is doing good once again. Like I said, Celtics look good. But yeah, let's start with the Patriots on this Super Bowl big game coming up on Sunday. Crook, what you think about this, man? You ready, man? You ready?
Yeah, man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to get this game going. I think we're ready as the Patriots team as well. Everybody's ready, man. Everybody's relaxed. Everybody's cool. There's no pressure, man. If you think about it, this is not like the Patriots teams of the past where they was the favorites. Or they was the defending champs, the Brady era, So I feel like then the pressure was on us because we was the guys. But now the team that we're playing are the guys. They're the favorites. They're the ones that are expected to win. So we're relaxed, man. I think we got a good mindset, and I don't think our mindset is going to change. I don't think our mindset is going to be any different from a Super Bowl game to the first wild card game that we played. I think it's gonna be the same routine, same mindset. So yeah, man, I'm ready. The Patriots are ready. We all ready.
Shout out to Stacks, man. He just joining in on the YouTube side of things. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, man, Stacks. Man, I wish you was here, Stacks, man, to even chime in on some of these. I know you got to get things going, man, for your trip, but yo, bro, man, we got a lot to talk about when we're going to get there. But, yeah, man, this is going to be a good game, man. I think the Patriots is ready. They had to practice. I think they practiced yesterday or something like that. They practiced yesterday. Yep. So they're getting acclimated, and getting ready for this game. I hope they don't, hopefully Vrabel will keep them well, mentally set, like well set, not too, don't go over the edge too much, don't overthink it, things like that, man. Try to get them in a relaxed mode and a relaxed vibe so they could go into this game like any other game.
I think he I mean, look, they didn't change, they have not changed their routine, I think, since game one. I think that's one of the things that this team pride on. Same routine every game, same routine, same mindset. And I feel like we got the coaching edge. I think it's gonna come down to coaching as well as the players. But I love our chances with the coaching edge because there's gonna be a lot of plays that's gonna be a coach's decision to make. So I feel great as far as the coaching is concerned. I feel great as far as the players.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yo, shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube. Shout out to everybody in the Facebook, Twitch, in our Instagrams. Thanks for liking our shorts, man. Please hit the like button on our show. Please hit the like button, the thumbs up button, and the share. Share them shorts, man. We're trying to push out these YouTube shorts to grow our channel. help us out, man. Check us out on the shorts on Instagram live at Parlay with Us Instagram. You got it on Minds, Mr. Beans, number 23. You got it on Stony Crooks Instagram. So check us out, man. Look at these shorts, man. Give us a nice shout out. It helps the algorithm. Give those thumbs ups and stuff, man. It really helps. So shout out for everybody who's been, we've been getting some good numbers on our likes. I just want to mention that real quick to the people out there, to the subscribers and the regular sports guys, family. I wouldn't even call them fans. They family. So shout out to them, man. So yeah, man, and shout out to the Patriots, man. They, a lot of people, I really didn't think they would be here, and I'm not just saying. I probably said this before in a couple of other episodes, but I really didn't think they was gonna make it this far, and it goes to show how they stuck with the program. You know what I mean? They didn't deviate from what they were doing, and it worked.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I didn't feel good. I mean, I felt good about this team, but in terms of their Super Bowl chances, it wasn't up until they beat Houston.
Yeah.
When they beat Houston, I felt like we had something. We had something here, and yeah, we was at home, but the way that they handled that team, the way that they beat that team, this guy threw all the interceptions. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason for that. The defense was giving them different looks.
Confused them.
They confused them, and hey, that's just what it was. I mean, a good defense does that to a good quarterback because he's a good quarterback. But the way that they handled this Houston team, that game, I developed this high level of confidence going into Denver. Because I felt like Houston is a better defense than Denver, and I felt like if we could beat a Houston defense like we did, even though the weather was funny, but still, if we could beat a Houston team like that with that type of defense,
right?
No doubt in my mind that we was going to be able to beat a Denver defense. So after that Houston game is when I really felt good about our chances of going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, they really did their thing, man. In that Houston game, the way our defense was just playing in the Houston game, and I know Drake May had some issues in the game, but he didn't play to lose it. He played to win. And I kind of like that about this team. They play to win. They don't play to not lose the game. They play to win the game. And I think that's the difference on what's going on with this team this year.
And another observation too, he's making winning plays with the scramble to get the first down. He made a key we had a key possession with Houston. Remember, Houston was leading. We took the lead, and it was kind of like, in the balance. May had a big drive to propel us to win that game. And same thing with the Chargers game. He's making plays when we need him to make plays. And if you go back to the Buffalo game, I was a little worried because it came down to the same thing. It came down to us making a play. We had the ball, we were losing, and we came up short. So I was a little nervous about May being one of those type of quarterbacks. If we need him to lead us on a game-winning drive, I didn't know if he had that in him after that game. But these last couple of playoff games, I've seen that he's grown. He's grown, man. I don't know if he's been in the film room, but man, in that department, as far as like game-winning drives, game-winning plays, man, he improved, man, since that Buffalo Bills game that we lost.
True. I think he grew up quick. May did. He had to learn quick. You know what I mean? Either you're going to be the guy, the starter, the franchise quarterback, or you're going to be mediocre. And I don't think he didn't come into it mediocre. That's why he's thriving. He's learning, and he's taking the lessons that he's getting from coaching. You know what I mean? Yeah. So shout out to him, man.
He's spending
this
time
is all,
in that film room. He's spending time in that film room.
that's what I'm saying, and that's being dedicated. That's being dedicated, and once again, that's got having good coaches. On the Seahawks side of thing, man, the Seahawks is going to bring some stress to us. I don't think this is.
Yes, they are.
They're going to bring some stress. It's not going to be no easy. We're going to go in there like no old school 1990 the 90s football Super Bowls where teams were getting blown out when you didn't think that was going to happen. That's not going to happen. I think they're going to be a good close game. Seattle's going to be able to play ball too, long as we can control the running aspect of the game. If we could shut down Seattle's running attack and force, and some people might say don't ask,
be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, because then I would say force Darnold to beat us, and I think if we put him in that situation, we might get him. Shut the run down and force Darnold to make superb plays, not just mediocre plays. He got to make big plays, and that's what I think the Patriots did in this whole playoffs. They were forcing other teams' quarterbacks to force them to say, go ahead, try to make the big play. We're going to defend the big play. You know what I mean? And they did that. They were defending a lot of big plays. Yeah, Gonzalez got burnt on that touchdown there, but I think he didn't see that coming on Stidham.
Yeah, nobody saw that. He was surprised.
Nobody saw that. That was even, I think Stidham didn't even see that, didn't think that he would be able to do that, what he did. So,
but Peyton did. Peyton saw that. That's what happened. Peyton saw that Gonzalez was playing them kind of soft. They thinking that Stidham was just gonna do intermediate passes, manage the ball.
Right.
And they saw how soft that Gonzalez was playing. The word came from the top, like, yo, they playing soft. Let's run this play over the top. I think we could beat them, and then that's what ended up happening.
That's what happened. So Seattle got good offense. They got good wide receivers. They have Smith and Jigma. They got
Shaheed.
He's
gonna be the X factor. Shaheed is gonna Rashid Shaheed. He came from he's a speedster that came from New Orleans.
We gotta watch him. That's right. Remember, we saw Shaheed when we went to that New Orleans game before he got traded.
We gotta watch him because I think we're gonna throw double teams on Jigma. I think we're gonna throw some double teams at times. And they're gonna see what Shaheed has, but also we're gonna bring that pressure too. That's gonna be the key. We could get pressure on Darnold, man. We could force him to make some mistakes.
So, I was hearing consensus out there. They were saying that what the Patriots should do is put Gonzalez on the number 2, which will be Shaheed.
Yes,
and let the corners double up on Smith and Jigma.
Yes.
Over the top, just double them up.
2 bodies on them, yeah. Just double them up.
To cover them up, and I think our linebackers will do a good job in covering the tight ends.
Yeah, AJ Bonner
and containing the run game.
And Cooper Kupp,
it sounds like
Cooper Kupp
is there. So exactly. So we got to, I think the kid Woodson might be able to guard Kupp at this stage.
He's not with Kupp ain't with he's
that's what I'm saying in this stage
he's
of
not
his career.
Himself, but he's not somebody that we got
right.
Yeah. We just
mentioned that stacks. We just mentioned that stacks. We just mentioned Cooper Kupp, and like I've been watching the kid Woodson play. He's been playing good. If they could keep a guy like Woodson on Kupp and aggravate him, I think Kupp could get, not say held in check, but he ain't gonna go off for us and be the unsung hero type shit. So, and we don't want that out of Smith and Jigma either. So the Patriots defense got a lot on their plate.
If we get pressure, that'll erase all those.
No, we got a great front. I think really those. I think our front four
can get it. Our front
is good. It's good. I think our front 7 is good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So if we get that pressure, we ain't gonna have to worry about all that stuff. Darnold's not gonna have time to survey the field like that, and that's the key. They're gonna throw some stunts at him, man. I'm telling you, man, them safeties are gonna be coming in, man. And Vrabel, Vrabel, he's a defensive minded coach, man. You see how he had the Titans. The Titans, you got to remember that Titans team. That's what they did to Brady, in the playoffs in his last game. They was bringing that pressure, man. And that's just what Vrabel likes to do with pocket quarterbacks. Like Donald's a pocket quarterback. He doesn't run like that. He'll run, but he's more of a pocket quarterback. Vrabel loves to bring pressure on those type of quarterbacks. From the safety, from the linebackers, he just like to stay in their business and force them to make bad throws, turnovers, and that's those are the type of mistakes that Darnold makes when he gets pressured. Man, he'll throw interception, or he'll fumble, strip sack, or incomplete passes. So that's gonna be the key. Really, we get that pressure. We wouldn't have to worry about like all those other guys.
Stacks, you're right. Woodson is a safety. I kind of knew that. I don't know why. I don't know why I was thinking like he was a third corner, like a slot corner. But yes, he is a safety. You're right. So whoever the slot corner is, that's going to be the responsibility. You could probably let me know who that slot corner. But Woodson is playing good. He's all over the field. He plays good up front as far as covering the running. Stacking that line or hitting that gap on the running back and even attacking the quarterback. So yeah, that's why I called his name out, because I seen him hustling in the last few games, especially during this playoffs. He's been showing himself as a safety. You're totally right. He is a safety. So yeah, I mean the Patriots, I think they could do their thing in defense. That's all I'm saying. I think Cook and and Stacks, I think the Patriots can handle the situation with the defense. They've been doing good all year. I doubt they're gonna like disappear, right? I doubt that's gonna happen. But offensively, we know what we're gonna get out of Drake May. We know what we're gonna get out of Ramondre Stevenson. Hopefully, this kid, hopefully Henderson can do
another X factor.
X factor stuff. That's what I'm saying. Henderson? He got to do some yes. X factor things.
Yes.
Don't forget what's the other little run on the other little receiver?
Something Williams, K Williams.
No. K Williams, not him. The other one.
Pop Douglas.
Pop Douglas got to do. He has to be an X factor. Not Kayshawn Booty. I'm just saying. Yeah, they're gonna key in. They're gonna key in on Booty. They're going to key in on Diggs. They need Pop Douglas to be that dude. They need Henderson, and Hunter Henry need to wake the hell up too.
Yeah, he will.
Yes, Marcus Jones. You're right. Yes. Stacks. Marcus Jones. That was the name I was looking for. Marcus Jones.
You notice that's been the theme with this team. Like every game, there's always somebody who stepped it up. It's not the same person every game. Every game is always somebody different. That's
totally right.
According to the opponent and the situation. In this case, it's set up for Hunter Henry. It's set up for Henderson to get busy and Hunter Henry to get busy and all these other guys that didn't get busy last game. So, listen, man, I love our chances. We'll get to that, but I love our chances in this game. It's such a great.
It's X's and O's. It's X's and O's. It's X's and O's. It's personnel. We got to know our personnel. We got to know their personnel and match it up. This is going to be a good game.
Yeah, yes, it is.
The football gods put it together the right way. I think this is going to be a good game.
One versus two. I mean, what more can you ask
for? And I think the Patriots. You got to give them kudos, man, from worst to first. And if people don't see that, they always talk about. I don't know what's going on ESPN and all them other places. I don't watch too much. I listen to more talk radio, but they went from worst to first, and I don't see nobody rating that up right now. You know what I mean? Like, they were nowhere in the dirt. People thinking the Patriots got years before rebuild and all this other stuff. We thought they got years before rebuild.
I didn't.
Not years like that. Not years, but I didn't think rebuild. I didn't think. I no. When I say rebuild,
kind of starting
what they
something. I
put.
get it. I get it.
No. What they were putting around Drake May. Drake May's 2 years in. 2 years. This is 2 years in. He was a rookie last year. So he's 2 years in. So I didn't think new coaching, all that stuff that happened, whatever. I still didn't think that they could put together this product, what they got right now.
I mean, I hate to say
in
it,
one
man.
season.
But
I mean, I know Gerard. I mean, I know last year's team. You know, there was a little bit of what they call spillover from last year's team. There was guys from last year's team that's there now. There's guys that ain't there now that shouldn't be there. To tell you the truth, right? I'm gonna be 100 with that. So they did make some good roster moves, right? And they added some good players on that team. You know, on the defensive side of the ball, you know, and drafting good on the offensive side of the ball, and made an off-season move with Diggs. You know, I still think we could have did better with tight end, but we're moving.
This came in last. He came this year, or was it last year?
Diggs came
last year.
Last year, right? I think. No, look it up. That's a good story. I think Diggs came this year. Did he have Diggs last year? Wasn't it more Kayshawn Booty and them other guys? What was his name? The one that Kendrick Bourne. It was Pop Douglas, Kendrick Bourne, Kayshawn Booty.
Nah, he came in. Yeah, Diggs. Hold on. He came in. Hold on, right now. I'm about to tell you right now. Yeah,
I would remember that. I already remember that, bro.
Remember that he came in last year. Because remember, he came last year and he was off a ACL injury.
Might be right. I swore it was this year though, because I would have remembered the whole hype about him and stuff like that. I don't remember that.
We about to confirm that.
Got to confirm that, but regardless, move on with the conversation until you confirm it. I think on offense, they got something good going on offense. And Stacks, before we move on, we're gonna move on to the bets and stuff in a second.
Oh, Stacks, well, he came in 2025.
I told you this season.
Yeah.
I know it because I would have remembered him last year because I was at the games last year. I would have remembered Diggs. Diggs did come in last year. He said, yeah, we tripping. No, for real, you're right. Yo, Stacks, I knew it was this year because I would have remembered him last year, me being at all those games last year. I would have seen him, put it that way. I would have ran into him. You know what I mean? But no. So this is his first year.
We would have ran into him, right?
I would have ran into him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I know that's why I was kind of like on I was sure about myself.
Yep, you're right. Yeah. I just feel like he was here last year, but no, that makes sense.
It seems like it. I think they got him early. He came early. He came soon as the beginning of the football season back in March. He came in early. That was the first thing they did. They grabbed up Diggs and I think was it Monty Williams too? Oh, that was the first two dudes they snatched up last year in free agency. So
right.
But yeah. Yo, Stacks, you know what I'm gonna say. And they've been talking about that on sports radio all week. Will Campbell, left side and they've been talking about what you guys mentioned. You guys mentioned about the backup. Is it Webb? Who's the backup for that side? Whoever the backup, for Will Campbell. And they were talking about the rookie. Y'all mentioned the rookie. They talked about those two players this week probably having the
Verdarian Lowe.
You know what I mean? They talked about him having to probably help him out on that side, man. Like they saying that side is going to be very important that Will Campbell hold his own. They were talking about they might let him for the first few plays see if he could do it on it, see what he does on his own before they start giving him help. But
yeah, with the tight ends, you know, they might do double, you know, 2 tight end sets, you know.
yeah, give him a chip with the tight end, help him out.
It depends what the game plan is, because look, if Henderson is getting off, if he's getting off, that's gonna save Campbell. That's gonna save Campbell. You know, they're not gonna really zone in on him because May's gonna be getting rid of it. He's gonna get rid of that ball rather quickly. You know,
He
so
better.
if Henderson is active and the running game is pretty good, then that's not going to be an issue. That's not going to be a problem. And I don't know, Seattle, I don't know them for having a pass rush like that. They got it all around.
I think they got a good pass rush.
I mean, they got a good secondary. That's their strength. Their strength is their secondary. That's their strength. I did my homework on those guys. They got a great secondary. So they saying that May's not gonna be able to throw the deep ball like that. That might be a situation, but you know, it remains to be seen. But they secondaries, they strength, they safeties and they corners, that's their strength. As far as their front four, I'm sure they get to it like that, but we face the best pass rush in the league, the top 3, which is Houston and Denver. Those 2, they're in the top 3 of the pass rush. I think 1 and 2, and I think number 3 is not Seattle. Seattle's they pass rush is not number 3. I think it's Cleveland, to be honest. To be honest with you, the fact of the matter is, like, you know, their pass rush is in the top 5, I would say, but it's their secondary that's strong for Seattle. Right. Their secondary is tough. That's what they known for. But you know, look, man, Henderson, if he plays good, if he's catching that ball in the outfield, in the backfield, and Stevenson's running the ball good. I don't think if Campbell's having a hard time, we're not gonna be able to like notice it, especially if May's getting rid of that ball quick. But that is something to pay attention to. But I know they're ready for that. They know. I mean, come on, they got a plan for that. They know that Campbell was having a hard time, so they're not gonna waste no time in making those changes if they see that he's struggling. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think he'll be fine.
Nice, man. Good observation on the team. I know we talked about them last week. We talked about the positives and the negatives. We talked about the opponent, what Seattle got to bring to the table, which is, I think it's a good matchup. So with that being said, before, we moving on right along, we're going to give y'all a couple of minutes of the Stony Sportsbook.
But let me start setting up. Let me, because I want to get this DraftKings up.
Okay.
I want to give people real-time odds, you know what I'm saying, on certain things.
Yeah, let's do it, man. There's no rush, no fuss. You can get yourself together, get it together. In the meantime, the title do say Super Bowl, 60 game day picks and parlays. We're gonna give you guys that, but
found it. Here we go. I found one of my, which is gonna be one of my plays I'm gonna get first because I found it rather quickly.
Okay. So once you're ready for the segment, let me know. We can start putting that together. But in the meantime, between time, man, there's been some trades in the NBA going down. And it's NBA's heating up right now. A lot's going down in the NBA. I'm surprised John Morant didn't get traded. I'm surprised Giannis, we've been talking Giannis. I'm surprised Giannis hasn't got traded. Celtics made some good moves. Well, one good move, right? The Chicago move, right? I know you guys didn't want it. It's a good move. I know you guys didn't want to get rid of Anthony Simons, but
it could be. I think us dropping Simons, it's a 50-50 reason why they got rid of him. Part of it is the money, and the other part of it is that we need a big.
We do need a big.
Vujicic, yeah, he's 35. You can take that into account, but I feel like he got a good 2-3 years. He has enough years left where we could do what we got to do, And I loved it. I mean, look, I love Simons, his score and everything, but I like the trade. I think it's gonna really propel us because come playoff time, Simons may not be a factor.
Right. You need that
size.
You need the size.
You need
down
that
low.
size, and you need to stretch. You need to stretch the court. So I like that in terms of that because they cooking something, the Celtics, man. There's some things that they saw that they feel like this trade is gonna help them in the long run, and they under the luxury tax. Not only that they got under the second apron, but they under the luxury tax. So they really got under that threshold that they was worried about. They really needed to get under there. Remember, these guys were over the top in salary. And
yeah, I think they slash so much money off their luxury tax right now that the luxury tax is.
They under it. They under it already. Shout out to Stevens, man. Shout out to Brad Stevens.
Yeah, I think he put them under it with this move he made, and then dumping the kid that they dumped today. What was his name? He never even got on the court like that, but they dumped somebody today. Another player. Forget his name. Someone mentioned it to me today.
Oh, they dumped another player?
Yeah, they dumped a kid today. What's his name? Damn, man. I really don't know the player, but they mentioned the kid. He was going to cost them a little money on the cap, and they figured they could free it up and, give him an opportunity to go somewhere and play because he wasn't going to get no run with us for some reason. I don't know what it was. So yeah, the Celtics, they made some good moves today, and other teams made some moves, man. Look at Dallas, man. Dallas kind of blew it up, didn't they?
Yes, Dallas. They trended in the right direction, man. They had to get themselves out of this bum, Anthony. Damn, Anthony Davis. My God, that's how much of a bum he is, man. But they got themselves out of Anthony Davis. They was able to get some picks, but they're setting themselves up to build around Cooper Flag, which Cooper Flag, man. I like that guy, man. I like his play.
Mm-hmm.
I like his whole game. Man. This dude, he's getting it off, man. He's getting it off. And they saying he might be better than Luka, man, all around. I mean, when push comes to shove, yeah, I think he's but not to say that, not to justify that Luka trade. They shouldn't have made it because how did they know they was gonna get that pick? You know what I'm saying? How they was gonna get that number one pick to get that guy? They didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So they can't look at it like that. They got lucky. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna help forget the horrible trade they made getting rid of Luka. But anyway. They setting up to build around Cooper Flag, and I like that trade. I think it works for both teams. I mean, because Anthony Davis, he's going to the Wizards with Trey Young. So who knows, that tandem might do some good things, So
it might do some things for them. They might, it might help the Wizards build something.
Yeah, it might help the Wizards build something because they've been horrible for some years now, man.
For a long time.
But for Dallas, I think it's a great trade. I think it's a good trade that could be great, depending on how they go about it going forward. But man, they got a superstar, man, and Flag, man. I mean, that guy on the defensive side, he's an animal, and on the offensive side, he's an animal.
Right. So who else made some moves today? I only saw, I was only paying attention to yesterday. And I paid a little bit of attention today. I heard some of the things that came across. See.
What, as far as trades is concerned?
Yeah, like what was it? I'm trying to think. There
was a bunch of trades. There was a bunch of like moving parts where you got to like really break it down. Let me see if I could. Yeah, there was a lot of like, there wasn't like too many like one for one or two. It was a bunch of like players. it was a bunch of like 14 trades for a 14 trade type of transaction. Though there was a lot of
there was a lot of that. Right,
there was a
right.
lot of that stuff going on. But I'm looking at it right now. Okay, winners and losers.
Clippers trade Zubac to the Pacers, get 2 firsts back. Thomas a free agent from the Nets.
I like what the Jazz did. They got bigger. They got Jaren Jackson.
Okay.
So they
did. They
got
did.
some big guys over there. James Harden is gonna. He went to Cleveland. See,
that's right. Harden went to Cleveland.
But you're not winning postseason basketball with James Harden. You're gonna win regular season games with him, but you're not gonna win. Harden's a horrible postseason player, and they broke that down the other day. I was watching these bums on Undisputed, man. A dude I don't like on Undisputed. I forgot his name, but Chris Broussard and his counterpart that be hating on us. Forgot his name. But anyway, he was. I'll give it to them, man. They break stats really well. I love the way they recognize stats in certain players and they break it down. And he was breaking down how horrible Harden is come postseason. He's horrible. He highlighted every game that this dude disappeared in. Yes, he was Superman in the regular season, but come postseason, he disappeared when he was with OKC. He disappeared when he was with Houston. He disappeared when he was with the Sixers. And he disappeared when he was with the Clippers. And he broke down those stats. So bottom line is you're not going to win postseason games with that guy. So
he traveled too much for me.
Yeah,
when you travel that much, that goes to show you cannot stick somewhere and win it all. Like with the caliber that you're supposed to be, the caliber of player that you're supposed to be. When you gotta be on tour with so many different teams in the NBA in your career, it goes to show you something's not right. That's not sticking because you're supposed to be a generational talent. And you couldn't land with a team to win one. I don't care if you landed with a team and you won one with 2 other guys, a big 3 or 4, whatever you want. You just couldn't land on that type of team. That goes to show. I don't know, not shitting on James Harden or anything like that. James Harden is a good player. I like the way he played. He changed the way people play the game a little bit with the step back 3 and all this other crazy shit. So not shitting on him is just why it never worked out. Just why. Like you just mentioned about, coming up short in the playoffs, when it really mattered. But why? Why is it never working out with all these good franchises that you done work for? It just didn't work out where you can take them with help of other players to that pinnacle to get to that top. It's weird to me. So he would always be like it's like he's a Batman. Seriously. No, he's a Batman's Robin. He's a Batman's Robin.
No, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. And there's been speculations with this guy. It's this guy's, it's his off-field, his off-the-court lifestyle. That's what it is. It's his off-the-court lifestyle.
I heard about it.
That's what it is. You're talking about a guy that, there's players that they satisfied with their regular season and they satisfied when they get that bag and, they who they are. But there's other players that want more than that. There's players that want championships. There's players that are dedicated and they do everything they can to stay focused, to get better, and to be great come postseason. Harden is not that guy. He's not that guy, man. You're talking about a guy that, there's been reports where this guy's partying after game 1 of a playoff game. He's out partying, right after. You know what I'm saying? So his dedication has been in question for years. And that's why you got the good players and you got the great players, because some players work harder than others, man. And they know that, it's very, the most important thing in all the sports is to win those championships and to perform in the postseason. And Harden, he's not dedicated like that, and it's been reported that his dedication has been
but it shows.
Shady.
It shows. It's the reason why I say it shows. You bounced around your whole career, bro.
Yes,
it's like you're a journeyman and you shouldn't even be a journeyman. But let's go on. Let's move on. So yes, enough is going on in the NBA, guys. The NBA is heating up. Stacks, I wish you was here because Stacks will give us so much on these trades. We'll talk next week on the trade Stacks. We'll see you on Thursday. We'll talk about the new NBA and what it looks like post trades. And we'll be talking about the winner of this Super Bowl on Sunday next week, Thursday. Parlay with us, the regular sports guys, will not be ending season 1 of the regular sports guys until next week, Thursday. And that's season 1. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. We do not end season 1 until the end of the finals. That's when we end season 1 of the regular sports guys. This is season 1 of the regular sports guys hosted by Team Parlay with us. So if you guys like to hear some of these banters and good comments and good information for your values on teams and players, please check us out. The regular sports guys talk show hosted by Team Parlay with us on Parlay with us, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch. We appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe, man. We're trying to go far. This is a grassroots, straight from the dungeon, if you want to call it that, because I am in my basement, straight from the dungeon podcast. You know what I mean? Sports podcast with some regular sports guys. My boy Stoney here, he breaks out the book. He has his.
I'm ready.
You see what I'm saying? He has his. This is what we do, man. We just don't. We do our research. We read up on what's going on with the players and what's going on with these teams. And we try to come out here on live every week and give you guys some of these, some of this information and some of this banter. We always welcome the audience out there to join in the comments, give us questions, ask us questions, tell us, information that we might not know about, because we're always susceptible to new information. We learn every day. We're not the best at this, and we don't claim to be the inventors of this. This is a sports podcast, and we're regular sports guys doing it twice a week for you guys, bringing it. So, before we move on to end the show, we're going to give you guys a little bit of the Stoney Sportsbook, because Stoney got some picks and some parlays for this Super Bowl Sunday game. So, yeah, man. It's Stoney Sportsbook. We're going to bring you guys that fire. And I have to give it to him again. That fire parlays and picks, man, that come out of Stoney's hard, dedicated evaluations and reviews of this Super Bowl game between both teams, so he could give y'all the best opportunity to make some bread. So, Stoney, what you got for me, man?
So, yeah, man. So, right, you guys are going to have to work with me, because, I'm going to be back and forth. I want to give you guys odds, and, I want to get the latest numbers. So, work with me. I'm going to give you guys 4 picks. That's reasonable, because if I was to give
That's
you,
good.
if I was to give you this right here, we'll be here all night. You guys will get dizzy. So, for now, I'm going to give you 4 good picks that I like a lot, and let's see if we could get to the pay window, man, because that's what it comes down to. First, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna start with the game.
Hold on, real quick. Come on through, people. Come on through if you want to get these picks. If you're watching this live right now, wherever you from, man, this is the regular sports guys. We're giving y'all some Super Bowl game day picks and parlays, so you could try to make some bread. There you go, Stoney.
Yes, sir. So we're going to start off with the game pick on the spread, man. We're going to take the Patriots plus 4.5 for the Super Bowl. Man, that point spread, I mean, it's shocking to me, especially when you got a defense that's been stout. a defense that's been stingy, and this is a team that haven't lost more than 4 points in quite a while. So we're gonna take the Patriots plus 4.5, man. I'm expecting this to be a tight game all the way through. This is gonna come down to a field goal. This is gonna come down to possibly a stop. Whatever the case may be, it's gonna be a tight game. So that's the first pick. We're gonna take the Patriots plus 4.5.
There you go. I like that. I like that.
So now we're about to get into some props. My second prop play, we're gonna take Jackson Smith Nigba. That last name is crazy.
Nigma or whatever.
Yeah. There you go. I beat that J's.
Yeah, you
need that with that J. My man said Nigma.
Yeah.
Nigma.
That's a Jackson tribal probably name. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
JSN. We're gonna take
JSN.
We're gonna take JSN under 96.5 receiving yards.
Ooh, I think I like that. I think they could do that.
I think they can do that. I think they can do that.
Gotta give you a hand of applause for that one. I think that jumped off when you said that. That kind of jumped off the shelf for me. That jumped off the window or off the shelf for me. I like that one.
Yeah, we're gonna take him under the
JSN under 97.5 yards.
96.5 receiving yards.
96.5 receiving yards under.
Yeah, because they're gonna focus on that guy.
They're gonna focus
a lot
on
of double teams. Yes, I mean think about it. He's the obvious. You know what I'm saying? So of course everybody's gonna run over there thinking he's been getting busy. Don't get me wrong, he's been getting busy, but that's pretty high for a Super Bowl game. Usually. Right. Super Bowl games, man, everything is tight. Everything is real tight. So yeah, we're gonna take Njigba under 96.5. Number 3, receptions over and under. Right? We're gonna take. Hold on, let me see receptions. Here we go, right here. I'm looking at Stevenson. Hold on. We're going for. Let me find the rushing yards, receiving yards. Bear with me, guys. Hold on a second.
No, do your thing.
Okay, I got it right here. Hold on. Rushing props, rushing yards over and under. Here we go. So we're gonna take Kenneth Walker under 72.5 rushing yards. That's gonna be
Kenny Walker under 72.5 rushing.
Exactly. Under 72.5. Under 72.5 rushing.
Under 72.5. Right.
Yes, I like that play. I like that for the simple fact that our
defense is playing our front four.
They're not running on us like
these
that.
These two that you put out right there, I kind of like those two plays that you put out so far. But keep going. That's three. That's three. That's three for the people right there. Keep an eye on that. 3 for the people, and we're gonna repeat that in a minute.
Yes, I think that front four is we're gonna hold it down, and he's gonna run into some problems. So I like that play. Number 4, we're gonna take Ramondre Stevenson over 50.5 rushing yards. Over 50.5 rushing yards. He's gonna be that key guy. Trust me, he's gonna be that key guy. Ramondre Stevenson, man, he's been running the ball really well. He ran it well against the Broncos on the road, and he ran it really well against Houston.
He did.
2 great defenses.
2 good defenses. Yeah.
Up front.
Yeah.
Up front.
Yeah.
Defenses up front are stout. And
he ran the ball really well. Yeah. And he ran the ball hard, and he did. He did.
Yeah, so I like that. I like Stevenson.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that one too.
So now I saved this. This is what they call an exotic prop play. They call it a novelty play. If you go on DraftKings, it'll be under novelty props, exotic props, as I call it, because it's exotic. It's not your normal prop bet. But this prop bet that I'm gonna hop on. Listen,
drum roll on that one.
Listen. The first touchdown scorer, the player that's going to score the first touchdown, his jersey number is going to be under 10.5. Under 10.5, his jersey number. So his jersey number is going to be 10 or under. Kenneth Walker.
10 or under.
Woo! Kenneth Walker, he wears number 8, right? Booty wears number 9.
9.
I had the stats up here right here real quick. Hold on. Diggs, I think Diggs is 8.
8.
Right. Diggs is 8. Hold on a second. Let me show you some other. I had the whole lineup on my phone, but I don't have it around me. Right. I wasn't able to I got you. I got you right here. Hold on. Diggs is number 8, Booty number 9, Kenneth Walker, running back he's number 9. He's he's number 8. So that's
Drake May's 10.
Drake May's 10. There you go. Good job, man. Good looking out on that one. Drake May's 10. So bottom line, I'm going to the Seahawks side of things. Let me see. No, not Sam Donald's is 14. Yeah, that's Cooper Kupp's number 10. So bottom line is I mentioned a couple of players. I just wanted to give you guys an example of what this bet is about.
I kind of like that analogy that you went.
Right. And the odds are good. It's plus 120. So if you bet $100, you're gonna win $120. So that's what I was looking for. If I'm gonna make a prop bet like that, it has to have plus money. And I think those players, they're all candidates to score first. You got a running back, you got a wide receiver, you got a quarterback that likes to run the ball in. So I love that novelty prop bet. Novelty. I want to keep saying
that's a novelty prop bet.
Yeah, it's the novelty prop bet. That's where you're gonna find that type of bet under novelty prop bet. So I like that because I don't like to do too many of those because it's hard to get those. It's good to do a couple of them for the Super Bowl because you want to have some excitement for the Super Bowl. You want to have those couple of them novelty props, as well as your main, the serious prop bets that you would make on the regular season, like receiving yards, rushing yards. Those are more normal prop bets that your chances of winning are much higher. But it's good to have a novelty bet in there to just make things fun a little bit.
Spice it up a little bit.
Right. But that one in particular, I like that. I like that a lot. I like the odds, and why not? So that's a good one too. I think that's a good one. Favorite one. That's my favorite one. I got other ones, but that's my favorite one though.
Right. So real quick, if you could run that back to the people out there in the regular sports guys episode number 25 world and the Parlay with Us team, run that back real quick.
Yes. So so our first bet was the Pats plus 4.5. Then we have Kenneth Walker under 75. Well, it went down to 72. I'm sorry. So we got Kenneth Walker under 72.5 rushing yards.
Yep, I got that 72.5.
We got Jackson Jigma JSN under 96.5 receiving yards. Receiving yards. Right? I gave the Kenneth Walker. We got Ramondre Stevenson over 50.5 rushing yards. Right? And our novelty play, the first touchdown scorer jersey number is going to be under 10.5. So the first player that scores a touchdown, his jersey number is going to be either 10 or under.
Under.
As far as jersey number.
I got to give you a round of applause for that. That's a novelty. I like that novelty bet right there. It's
those are some good bets right there. Like those four right there. Like, they're clean. I mean, your chances are great. Man, this is potentially a 4-0 type of thing. I see the potential of these bets going 4-0. Definitely.
Yeah, I like this.
And,
I like this.
Let's get it.
If you run this on a parlay, you might make some money. If you do it individual, that's good.
Yeah,
I'm just saying because I know how some people are. I know there's a lot of parlay heads out there. I got some guys that be telling me, "Oh man, they into it." So if they want to run that in,
no, but let me some of these type you can't parlay some of these plays like that. Some places won't let you parlay it because I think the novelty play. I don't think you can.
The novelty probably not.
Yeah,
right.
You could bet the
novelty
other
probably not. The other three, yeah, but the novelty not. You're right. You're definitely. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say maybe exclude the novelty if you was gonna run a parlay play with that because maybe they don't allow it because it's a novelty play. You're right.
And I got a bonus.
Oh, you got a bonus. Oh,
I got a bonus. And you know this bonus. You know, I'm not saying this because you know I'm from New England. I'm from here. You know, one thing I want to you know make this known. Like I'm a sports bettor, so my heart is never involved with my sports betting. There's been many times where I bet that I betted against the Patriots. Many times, you know, I'm a sports bettor. Like I'm trying to, you know, put the best wager that I could put in, no matter who's playing. That's where I'm at with it. Like I don't, you know, some people bet with their heart. They bet no matter what.
They bet with their emotions.
No, that's not me.
Yes.
I want to just put that disclaimer in. That's not me, man. And my thing is, I try to find advantages and I try to make the best wager possible. So that being said, my bonus, I'm gonna take the Patriots on the money line as well. I'm going to sprinkle it on the money line. I'm not going to get crazy, but I'm going to put a wager on the Patriots to win. And I'm going to give you I'm not going to say, you know, I'm going to make a long story short on why I like the Patriots is because this team, the way they built to win in different situations. There's teams that are built to just win in only certain situations. This team is built team is built to win in so many different situations. I think that's a big advantage. A big advantage. Also, it's a great value right now. I'm gonna tell you what the value is right now with the Pats. That's another thing you gotta look into when you're betting underdog money lines. You know, you want to look at the value, which is what I'm gonna share with you guys right now. Right now, it's plus 190 right now. Just on the money line. So if you bet 100. You'll win 190. If you know, just to you know, give you an example of you know what you can win if you bet them on the money line. So that's great value. You know, plus 4.5, then you got plus 190 on the money line. That's great value. And when you got great value like that, it's nothing wrong. It's good to take those type of chances. So that's my bonus play. I'm gonna take them on the money line. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. I'm gonna put maybe a half a unit, you know, a half a unit on that, but it'll be an extra boost on top of you know all the other bets that I'm making. But yeah, that's the bonus I wanted to share with you guys, man. I like to take this to win this game.
Yo, man, I gotta give it to you, man. Those were some well thought out picks for the Super Bowl. I couldn't have done it better myself. Like you did a good job with that. I like every pick that you put there, and even when thrown in that little spicy with the bonus of the Patriots on the money line. That's you know, not to say and you're being 100% right. You know,
that's
some
why I
people
had to put that disclaimer.
They're gonna look back. They're gonna look at the backdrop and they're gonna say these guys are favorites. You know, that he has on Patriots gear, boom, boom, boom. We got a Patriots backdrop. You got a Patriots backdrop. They're going to say, oh, yeah, these guys are favoring the team. But, you know, when we've been watching this team for this year for so long, you know, we know the numbers. And Cook knows the numbers. So Cook is going by numbers. Don't think Cook's going by, what's going on in his heart.
And
he's going by the numbers.
And I got another rule of thumb, too. Another rule of thumb that I use this during the regular season, too, at times. When you have a team that's an underdog by like 4 or less, you know, why not? Those are great teams to like sprinkle on the money line because that's how close the game is going to be. So if you got a team that's an underdog by 3 or 4 points, think about it. It's like a field goal. So when you got a team that has a field goal chance to win or to lose, why not take that chance on the money line? If the Patriots were underdogs, I say by 10 or 11, yeah, that's different. I probably won't sprinkle on the money line because the odds of that are much tougher. They're much higher but it's a lot harder because it equals a big upset. This
Right.
won't be a big upset because it's 4.5. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's pretty
Right.
much the threshold. That's as far as I'll go. Anything above that, I'll say 6 or 7, like 7 or more. I wouldn't mess around so much on the money line, but when it's like a +3 or +4, like or +4.5, like the Patriots are right now as an underdog, yeah. Man, you know, it's not. It's good to take that chance on the money line.
Well, I want to say thanks, man. Stoney, man, you did a good job. Another round of applause for the Stoney Sportsbook pick. And you know, we will redress this come next week Thursday, man, when we're talking about how much money we made or if it went the wrong way. But right now, I'm crossing my fingers and I'm knocking on wood because I want it to go the right way. So with that being said, thanks guys for coming through. Everybody on the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch side. If you're going to see this on the shorts, man, please like, subscribe, and share. We just gave y'all the parlay with us. Super Bowl 60 game day picks and parlays, man. And this is on the Regular Sports Guys, episode number 25, man. The best real talk show on earth right here. This is the best real sports talk on earth right now. We giving y'all the real shit. This is nothing fake, nothing coerced, nothing written, no fake personas, no fake nothing. This is all 100% real. So with that being said, thank you, man. Yeah, Stoney, man.
Let's cash these bets.
Yes, man. Let's get those wages. Let's cash that money, man. Let's get that money in, man. So we're gonna lock off for tonight on our Super Bowl show, man. We just wanted to come in before the game and give you guys some nice game day picks and parlays. We talked about the game ahead of us, you know, the Patriots. We are Patriots fans. We like Seahawks too. You know, we know what the Seahawks bring. Their story. They're a franchise that had some good seasons and some good years. They're a good franchise, so we know about the Seahawks going back years and years. So it's a good matchup. This is our second time matching up with the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. So it's going to be exciting. This is going to be a very exciting Super Bowl because this is like a rematch type of thing. And you know, hey, we won. We're up one zip on them right now. So hopefully we'll be 2-0. So Stoney, we will see each other soon, but we will be on the tube again next week Thursday, going over the post Super Bowl show, and we'll talk new NBA trades and the differences in what's we seeing in the NBA going forward. And that'll be our topic for next week. So I'll see you guys next week. It is the Regular Sports Guy hosted by me, Mr. Bean, Stoney Crook, and Hustle Stacks. Shout out to Sean Doe. We always got to give Sean Doe a shout out. Yes, and we will see you guys next week Thursday. We out. Peace.
God, to make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through.